Tonight on DC News Now, DC police released new video showing two officers shooting and killing a man. What led to the final moments of Justin Robinson's life and the police investigation tonight.
The search is on for an escaped inmate.
You know, at the end, people always get caught, you know, and no matter how long you're on the run for.
How investigators say he was able to break free from police custody while at a Southeast hospital.
And growing scrutiny over the district's embattled 911 call center.
We're not going to give up until we restore public trust in this agency.
The legislation introduced to create greater transparency within the agency.
A clear and cool night across the area. So what can you expect to wake up to for temperatures tomorrow morning? I'll have the answer to that coming up.
We have families that expect the school bus to come and pick their kids up.
Some Western Maryland schools are facing a bus driver shortage. What leaders are doing to make sure students still get to class on time.
Hi, everyone. Begin tonight with breaking news. Thank you for joining us for DC News Now at 9. I'm Chris Flanagan.
And I'm Susan Tran. We're following those breaking details now. In the deadly shooting where police killed Justin Robinson last week.
And tonight, DC police releasing the body camera footage from the two officers who shot him outside of McDonald's on September 1st. This here is a scene from that shooting.
And these images and the story we're going to show you, we do want to warn you they are intense and can be disturbing for our viewers. DC News Now's Tim Reed joins us live from police headquarters.
All right, Tim, good evening. The police chief held a news briefing earlier tonight on that body camera footage. What are we learning from that?
That's right. Good evening. Chief Smith spoke briefly to the media tonight about the deadly shooting of Justin Robinson by two officers. She says this is a tragedy for the entire community, and this case is under investigation.
Hands up! Hands up! Hands up! Hands up! Hands up!
Police released the body cam footage tonight in an effort to be transparent.
Anytime there's a loss of life, you know, it's a tragic thing for our community, whether it's via an officer-involved shooting, whether it's one of our officers who loses his or her life, or whether it's a community member that loses his or her life.
26-year-old Justin Robinson was found unresponsive in a car in a McDonald's drive-thru on Marionberry Avenue in Southeast. Police saw a gun in the car and called for backup. You can see in the video tonight, officers saw Robinson coming around and surrounding the car. Before the shooting happened, you can hear officers telling him to put his hands up and not to touch the gun. Chief Smith says he was armed and tried to grab an officer's firearm.
And what you will see is there is an exchange of words, and the officer disengages, discharges his firearm, and what you will see is the individual's firearm that is dropped from his left hand onto his lap.
Hands up! Hands up! Hands up!
The chief says she wanted to show the footage to allow everyone a chance to see what happened.
And oftentimes when there's a body-worn camera footage, you see it from one perspective, and what we wanted to do was to give the community the opportunity to see it from different angles.
Justin Robinson was a violence interrupter for the Cure the Streets program. His family initially asked for the footage to not be released, but they changed course Monday afternoon. Now, we reached out for the attorney for the family tonight to get a comment, but we have not heard back yet. Meantime, both police officers have been placed on administrative leave, which is standard policy. Live in Northwest tonight, Tim Reed, DC News Now.
All right, meanwhile, a 12-year-old boy accused of stealing cars from multiple high-end dealerships across Montgomery and Prince George's counties was just caught for the 10th time. The latest near the University of Maryland's College Park campus. The boy will not be charged with the crime and has been released to his parents again. Police say the boy was seen riding an e-scooter and wasn't his. When an officer tried to talk with him, he tried hiding behind a dumpster. They say he also had a key fob to a missing black Tesla on him. Now, in Maryland, children under 13 cannot be charged with the crime unless it's violent. Well, we have more on the other cases involving this same 12-year-old boy right now on our website, dcnewsnow.com. All new tonight, DC's troubled 911 system could soon see greater oversight.
Councilmember Brooke Pinto is introducing legislation that she says will improve performance, transparency, and accountability. DC News Now's Daniel Hamburg joining us live in the studio.
And Daniel, Pinto took a tour today of the center, and this tour was announced.
Yeah, this one was announced, Chris and Susan, but some of them will be unannounced in the coming weeks. She said staffing levels seemed decent today, but the data shows that's not been the case overall this summer. It's one of the main reasons she's cracking down on the Office of Unified Communications.
This July alone, we only had 13% of our shifts that met the minimum staffing ratios that they were supposed to.
It's an ongoing problem at DC's 911 center that worsened this summer, which Councilmember Brooke Pinto plans to address.
I'm introducing legislation to require public release of after-action reports following incidents that resulted in errors or a departure from regular protocol.
Her bill would also require the release of the computer-aided dispatch reports for concerning calls. Public safety watchdog Dave Statter is cautiously optimistic.
In a sense, they are good things to have more transparency, but there are things that have been done long ago, and in the past, OUC has not followed the law that Ms. Pinto created.
He's referring to Pinto's Secure DC bill that was passed 6 months ago. It calls for key data to be published to a dashboard, including how long it takes for calls to be answered and how long it takes for crews to be dispatched. That dashboard is still missing some of that data.
We are very disappointed that that information is not public yet. We've followed up throughout the spring and the summer with OUC. They told us that it will be live by the beginning of the fiscal year, which is this October 1st.
Pinto will be making unannounced visits to the call center every 2 weeks and holding monthly oversight hearings on OUC.
She really has to move the ball forward with these hearings to give new ideas and maybe a new structure to DC 911.
And Pinto says the hearings will focus on recent failures from this summer, performance and transparency metrics, and technology and multi-agency coordination. In the studio, Daniel Hamburg, DC News Now.
All right, Daniel, thanks. A live look right now at the White House on this Monday evening. Just another gorgeous evening out there, right?
I
We're
know.
loving it.
We keep repeating ourselves, but being a broken record on days like this, meteorologist Scott Sumner, not a problem because we'll take it.
Yeah, exactly. You can count on your hands, what was it, 6 days straight, at least, of nice weather across the board. All right, we have a current temperature of 70 degrees. We have clear skies out there. There are the currents, and again, there's the Washington Monument. You'll see those temperatures continue to fall throughout the night and getting down into the upper 50s here, and then quickly turning the corner and getting to the upper 60s by around 9 o'clock in the morning. Our satellite view shows, yeah, we have clouds and some showers and storms off to the north and upstate New York due to an instability line. But for us, we're looking high and dry as high pressure off to the west is giving us another nice night. Another cool and starry night, slow warming trend, a quiet and dry work week ahead. And we're also watching Francine, a tropical storm that's in the Gulf of Mexico right now that looks to strengthen into a hurricane. We'll talk about where that is headed and if we'll be impacted at all with Francine coming up in my full forecast.
All right, looking forward to that, Scott. Thank you. Now to a suspected drunk driver being blamed for killing a water authority worker in Maryland. Montgomery County Police saying that a WSSC employee died while working. The crash happened early Sunday morning in Silver Spring. Now, investigators say that Ernest Dyson was working here at the intersection of New Hampshire Avenue and Rodney Road when the driver ran into him, killing him. They say the driver did stay there on the scene, and anyone who witnessed the crash is being asked to contact police. The search continues tonight for a prisoner that was on the run.
Yeah, he escaped from D.C. police while at the hospital early Sunday morning in Southeast. D.C. News Now's Randy Bass explains how the suspect was able to break free.
Those police reports say Derek Ross Sims was shackled with his hands cuffed behind his back when he managed to get away from officers here at United Medical Center early Sunday morning. Police reports also detailing how he ended up in police custody in the first place. A wild weekend for Derek Ross Sims, who escaped from police custody early Sunday morning. Neighbors Monday confident police will find him.
At the end, people always get caught, and no matter how long you're on the run for.
Police reports show Ross Sims was arrested here along Chesapeake Street in Southeast. Officers say they saw him riding a scooter Saturday evening with a large gun magazine hanging out of his sweatshirt pocket. When officers stopped him, they say the 27-round mag fell to the ground and they took a ghost gun and ammo from him. They say he also had plastic baggies with drugs in them. Police arrested him and he was held at the 7th District Station till a little after 12 a.m. Sunday. Officers took him to United Medical Center for treatment. It wasn't clear what for, but they say he complained of wrist pain from a previous injury. That's when they say he escaped with his hands still cuffed behind him. Just last year, a similar incident for D.C. police. In the fall, murder suspect Christopher Haynes got away from officers at GW Hospital in Northwest, leading officers on a 2-month-long manhunt before his arrest.
Maybe a week, a month or so, whatever. But yeah, everybody eventually end up getting caught.
D.C. police are asking anyone with any information on Derek Ross Sims and where he may be to give them a call right away. There's a reward of up to $10,000 for information that leads to his arrest again. In Southeast, I'm Brady Bass, D.C. News Now.
Staying in the district, D.C.'s Attorney General is going after more landlords and managers for what he calls extreme housing code violations. Brian Schwab has sued the operators of 2 properties, one in Northeast, the other in Southeast. He claims renters are forced to live in unsafe conditions, and those same tenants say they welcome the lawsuits.
Asking us to pay our rent on time and pay water bill and pay all these essentials and stuff like that, but y'all not taking care of us the way we need to be taken care of.
The Attorney General wants repairs made in the buildings, restitution for the affected renters, and penalties against the owner and management companies. Now, management did not return our calls to comment on the lawsuits.
Over in Maryland, the Frederick County School District is facing a bus driver shortage. Now, the school district says it's doing everything possible to make sure that all routes are covered, but there are still 25 open positions right now. To help fill all of these vacancies, the department has pulled people from the main office to cover the routes, and it's working to get new certified drivers on board.
We have 12 drivers enrolled in class in the next 2 weeks. We are hoping to be able to keep 8 or 9 of them so that we'll be able to reduce the vacancies.
Frederick County Schools is encouraging parents to keep an eye on the Transportation Status Board for any changes on bus times.